Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Wargroove. Today we're doing more side missions. I'm really enjoying the missions in the game. I know that I've complained a bunch the last, I don't know, half a dozen episodes about the dialogue and the writing and stuff, but like, the game totally rules, and the art is great, and I love the music. Just want to set a more positive tone here at the beginning of this one. I really am enjoying this game, and I love that there seems to be a ton of stuff in it. Those puzzle levels are really fun. Oh, it looks like we're doing another Caesar level. Help! Is that... what is sparkling? It's like the air above his nose is shiny? How does that work? Off you go, dog. Nothing to see here. Just a friendly chat between casual acquaintances. What? That's not true! They're attacking me and everyone I know! Help! That's just your way of looking at it. Yeah, whether or not you're being mugged is really a point of view. Exactly. Realistically, the truth is somewhere in between our two differing perspectives. You've seized and ransacked every village within a 5-mile radius! Caesar's not down with centrism. Good boy. Alright. Let's get out here and murder all the outlaws, right? Stick together so they don't overwhelm us. Okay, we must neutralize the enemy barracks. Is this one of those things where I don't get to hire units? It is one of those things, yes. Okay, so let us be cautious. We do have alchemists, and we will have income, but for the moment, damage is relatively permanent, so let's be careful. It's pretty easy for Caesar to run forward and take a bite out of crime here. I think that's probably what we want to do. I cannot, unfortunately, get an archer shot on their archer. Well, there's nothing we can do to stop their archer from getting to shoot me. If we move a spear to here, like, we can get a spear crit on the dog pretty easily. I think that's what we're going to do against the dog. So is that going to be lethal? It is not quite lethal, but it's close enough that there won't be much of a reprisal. Let's go ahead and do that. Then we use Caesar to do this. This does not leave any of our units in crit range for the archer. The archer is going to get a free shot, and almost certainly we'll take it at our lord, right? Yeah, I think this is fine. So I should have done this first, but also, like, would it have mattered? It's 5% damage. I'm not thinking that that's going to be a big deal. We can have our own battle pup. Oh, actually, no. We can totally battle pup that archer. That is the only unit that can get it, and yeah, it is, like, very obviously correct to do that. Get him, brave battle pups. Caesar is inspiring by example. That's, very valuable. Okay, so actually we can finish this guy off with the battle pup. We definitely want to keep the pups close together if we can. We just move forward and finish this job. We don't really need the wagon. The archer now has crit range, but also is so wounded that I don't care about it anymore. Let's just move the maximum amount forward. I guess I'm going to throw this alchemist in front of that archer, I think. 70% there, or 60% to a mage. Yeah, honestly, I would rather the mage take the damage than the archer. Oh, you know what? I'm going to put the wagon in front of the mage. How about some of that? Now he can only attack the one that's in a defensive position. And we get a crit on the counterattack here, so this should actually work out pretty well for us. Yeah, I like the wagon a lot as a blocking unit. Yeah, it's kind of tough to imagine needing a wagon here. I guess maybe I'm going to get units coming in from, like, reinforcements coming in from the edge of the map or something. I can't imagine why else I would want a wagon on a map where all of my units start right next to each other. Well, I am inclined to use the archer to start softening up this building. We can't quite get a spearman crit on the building this turn, but I can have a dog crit. I mean, we gotta be a little careful of the enemy spears. Oh wow, Caesar's actually just extremely good at fighting buildings. Alright. Go to it, boy, you got it. Hey, you guys, shoot that building for me. Oh, you're kidding. That's crummy. Well, this battle pup can finish the job at 0 risk. And then I think I am going to go ahead and use a heal, because this is a very efficient heal position. I think I'm okay with that not being captured this turn. I definitely don't want to expose one of the mages to a spearman attack. So the spear is going to recapture the building. Nothing I can do about that. I mean, it's not a big deal. Caesar can uncapture it just as quickly. So the wagon doesn't really have a role here. Kind of want to keep my spearmen together. I guess the wagon can do that. There we go. Now they're together. And we're in pretty good shape here. Alright, so Caesar just uncaptures this probably. We can get a spear crit. Let's move you up here. I don't want to attack, do I? Oh, actually... Huh. A 0 to 40% on the counterattack? Really? If I hit for 48 damage, you'll get 40% on the return? Because it usually adjusts these numbers, right? That must be an error, and we're so likely to get it. Let's go ahead and go for it here. Okay. So re-uncap. Go in and... Who am I more afraid of, actually? I guess I don't necessarily have a great attack on the dog. If I don't take that right now, we can definitely clear out the spearman. Yeah, let's just go ahead and put down... It's a poor choice of words. Let's just go ahead and scare their battle pup into running away without harming it in any way, because I would never. I'm supposed to be the hero of this story. Okay, unfortunately, their swordsman is pretty... Actually, I was going to say is pretty safe by dint of me not wanting to get counter-speared, but that guy is 1 point of movement short of punishing me for this. Go get them, brave, intrepid battle pups. Man, I don't even understand the physics of that attack. They, like, bite the front of the soldier, and it makes the soldier do a backflip so hard he ceases to exist. What's the... I mean, show me the physics on that. Okay, that's the first village saved. Let's keep moving. Other people need our help. I do enjoy this, the sort of the plot gimmick, the storyline gimmick of these Caesar missions. Sure. Just fill in the formation. Presumably, this is going to get a lot harder at some point. This has been pretty straightforward so far. We don't really have great units to deal with that knight. We're going to have to be pretty cautious with our spears so we don't lose them. Some of the villagers want to fight beside us. It's Caesar. He's so inspirational. That's true, he is. Oh good, a swordsman. Just what I was looking for. So we gotta be a little cautious here of this archer. Actually, no, never mind. We really don't. I did leave myself in kind of an awkward position as far as shooting this guy goes. I'm gonna have to move Caesar in order to attack, which means that I can't have the archer attack and then follow up with Caesar. That's probably fine, though. So we do that, and then we have a spearman crit to finish the job. Probably I could have just done this with... No, okay. This would not have been full. And we have a little bit of income now. We need to secure a couple more villages so that we can have more alchemist heals coming in. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we are totally safe to move here. Just keep the dogs together. Nope, no, wait. Do not load. Just wait. Okay. Yeah, when they start bringing knights up against us, it's going to be a little bit awkward. Especially since they're going to kind of get to determine the range from which they attack. Alright, well, the Spearman crit is going to put this guy away pretty easily. But we could get a Spearman crit on the Archer instead if we take this guy out in via other means. Let's hope Caesar can handle this job by himself. Plus, killing blows are good for Wargroove. Oh, that's a shame. That's some pretty bad damage variance. Okay, well... have a Battle Pup run over and just finish the job. I was kind of hoping to use these use at least one of the Battle Pups to attack that guy. So, I suppose having you... you can have the Archer do it. I'm not too worried about the dogs getting on the mages, right? And they still do a reasonable amount of damage. Just trying to make sure that I'm not doing this in a stupid way. But no, I guess it's okay to just use the Archer for this. And then you move to here, and you get the attack. That's a guaranteed kill. It is really nice to actually use spears. When you can afford to do it, it's fantastic. Okay, so I'll take a little bit less damage if I run the Alchemist forward. This might actually be a thing that I want to use the wagon for. Unfortunately, I cannot use the wagon to drop a Battle Pup in a space adjacent to that guy. If I could, we could set up a nice Battle Pup crit here. So what, we're gonna get attacked by... like, this guy's gonna move into those trees and attack, and then this guy's also gonna get an attack. So I have to figure out who I think should stand up and deal with that. Who are you particularly bad against? Actually, pretty bad against Spearmen. Yeah, anything they do more than 50 damage to is just gonna die moved up there, right? Well, that's everything, it turns out. 50% or more. And actually, the second one of them is going to get a crit. So yeah, we're losing whatever we put up there. In that case, it probably should be a Battle Pup. We don't have enough gold to heal or anything. Yeah, this is going to have to do. You know what? He might survive. I'm just thinking, like, even though this guy is pretty weak, if he can just move here and attack, then the crit he's setting up will probably be good enough. But he might not survive the move up and attack. We can hope. Yeah, I think I'd rather have you here. And I suppose the wagon can move this guy one space further forward than he would otherwise get. That's some value. Okay, so they are going for the thing. Yeah, if we... okay. You know what? I think I survived the second Battle Pup attack then. It's gonna be close. This one might come down to variance. Yeah, that's a shame. That makes our other pup a lot less good. Well, they're not really in a position to do much to me. 6 move... yeah, like, we can just take this guy out very easily and have people start moving up to capture this building. Take advantage of the terrain up here. So we do that. They don't have a counterattack. take up positions over here. And I think I am going to hold off on the heal. Actually, I suppose healing this turn is fine because we're definitely not going to want to heal next turn. I'm going to want to fight next turn. Certainly don't want to do that with our battle pup. I guess just wait here. Okay. Did they move that knight? They did, in fact, move that knight in such a way that I cannot attack it with a spear. Yeah, and a lot of our units are just, like, phenomenally bad at fighting knights. Poor Caesar is not really in any condition to inspire, because that would be a really good way of solving this, right? If we could inspire, moving a spearman forward, and then moving him again to get the crit would totally be the way. I don't want to shoot the knight unless we're going to run other stuff in front of the archer, which I suppose is not a big deal. We can move the spears in front of the archer. So yeah, let's go ahead and do this. I could also uncap this building and just have some unit run up there to recap it. Because if the archer shoots this once... Nah, that's not smart. We gotta get damage on the knight as early as possible. Thing is just too damn dangerous. And then... I think I'm going to do this way. We can trade off some swordsman health without me feeling too bad about it. And that will mean that we can form up a nice spear wall here, just outside of the archer's crit range. And we're going to have to deal with that second knight immediately. Alright, I think we can knock this out. 19 to 29. Oh, that's a shame. Wow, it really did do 40% while it was at 3%. That's... it's incredible. Frankly, I don't find it credible. Alright, well, we'll finish it off next turn. I guess the tooltip was not a mistake. Buildings just really still deal a lot of damage, even when they're low on health. And I suppose we ought to keep moving the wagon up. How much damage would this knight do to the wagon? Quite a bit. Alright, so when we capture this, not only will we get some money, but hopefully we'll get a better unit than we got last time. Okay, that's not too bad. They put their archer in a terrible position. Yeah, that's not too bad either. They have a fourth knight down there. Okay. So this is like the easiest kill ever. And actually we get to drop this archer for free as well. Just kind of awkward positioning from the enemy. We definitely need to back this guy off. Because I cannot be taking a crit from those horses. Or from that singular horse, rather. There's a small chance that the battle pup would fail to capture this, huh? He would have to get minimum damage. I'm gonna go for it. Come on, little guys, I believe in you. There we go. Move to right here. Okay, come on. Absolutely cool, amazing unit. Okay, we're not going to get the unit this turn. So I guess the question is, do we move the alchemist back or do we move the swordsman forward to absorb the hit? We're not in any danger of anything else this turn. It's just going to be the horse. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so him moving up to here to get that guy is not critical. Oh, he can crit Caesar where he is. That's fine. We got a heal coming and stuff. We'll be okay. But I guess I am going to do this. I'm going to offer him the kill on the knight to, in exchange for him not killing Caesar. See if that works out. Okay. Yep, that swordsman was not accomplishing a whole lot for us. I don't feel too bad about that. Additional new recruits. Caesar never ceases to amaze. Okay, well, I'll be honest with you, Spear's not exactly what I was hoping for. That's pretty great, though. I think we move the battle pup down to here. The archer to there. This guy stays put and casts heal here. Oh no, he has to move back for me to get the benefit that I really want here. Alright, that's not a bad start. And now we're getting 200 gold per turn, which is fantastic. We can stand right here safely. Boy, what do I even want to do with this guy? Probably what I should do is load into the wagon and get dropped off in the correct space. I just don't know what the correct space means right now. You're not a big threat. You're not a big threat. You'll be able to be in position to attack us next turn. This guy can run forward and fight with a spearman if he wants. Doesn't seem fantastic to me. To be perfectly honest with you, the right space might be like only one space further forward or something. Yeah, give that guy an extra 2 movement, it turns out to be. I think that's okay. Yeah. Good enough. So this is going to work out really poorly for them, right? It's still a lot of damage. Sometimes, when I hold right-click, it accelerates the enemy movements, and sometimes it investigates the tile under my cursor. Doesn't seem to be a lot of way to tell which one of those things is going to happen. Alright, well let's knock these guys out. I think we should have a pretty easy time of it. Maybe not as easy as I would like. I was thinking we can have an alchemist heal go out and clean up part of this. I'm definitely nervous about that knight, though. Huh. Okay, well, let's do this. They're not acquiring new units, are they? No, they totally are. Yeah, we're gonna have to take all of the villages up here. They're buying knights just frequently enough for it to be actually like a really huge pain. This is possibly lethal. It exposes Caesar to the knight, but it protects most of my other units, who, honestly, could use a little bit of protecting at the moment. Yeah. Yeah, I think this is right. So we have an alchemist heal, but I can't, because of the way I move stuff around, it's not totally trivial for me to heal all the units. I guess if we step this guy back to here, then I can heal all of our injured units at the same time. It does mean that this spearman probably dies if we do that. But I guess that's an okay trade, and we can move forward pretty effectively afterward. We move to here. I mean, that's pretty good. I'm gonna move the wagon into position to block for that spearman. That's what we should do. This wagon has no value at all. Okay, that's pretty ideal. is about the best outcome we could have hoped for, I think. Okay, so here we can actually, like, press forward a little bit. Alright, all the spearman can do is take out the knight, so that's all he does. And then... that archer, yeah, I was going to say that archer's probably just going to die in a single hit to our commander, and so it is. But maybe... yeah, I think I want to use the commander here instead. We're going to have a harder time killing this unit. Get him! And then nobody shot lightning at a dog, because who would do such a thing? So again, you do this. Get rid of that guy. This guy's weak enough that he's not really a concern. Once again, I'm going to use the wagon to move a unit one space further forward than it otherwise might move. You know what? There's not really any danger to me moving actually pretty aggressively here. Yeah, I'm going to move to... I'm going to drop him off right there so that he can provide a spearman crit to attacking the building. Okay, just like absolutely desperate to do any damage at all, really. We definitely need to be pretty aggressive with the heals. Unfortunately, that spearman is a little bit too wounded to really do the job well. We can get this thing down to 22%. Okay. So yeah, it's just going to have to be Caesar taking it on the snout a little bit here. That got it to exactly low enough to guarantee capture. Which we can do with this guy. Alright. Stop that! Naughty dog! You tell him, Caesar. Alright, so that's even more money for us, even less money for them. If we can get them down to just this island, they'll only have 200 income every turn. Like, we can stop them from buying a knight every turn. It's like the most important thing in the entire universe right now. How do we want to position ourselves for the heal? I don't really have to heal Caesar, right? He heals naturally. But having him in good position to fight the knight next turn is probably worthwhile. So maybe this is not a, yeah, this heal's just not going to hit 5 units. That's okay. A 4-unit heal is still pretty good. And I don't think I want to load up in the wagon, because of the fact that I can't do it in a single move, like, the wagon move around. It's going to be a little awkward. No, you know what? Changed my mind. I absolutely do want to load up in the wagon. We can at least have the wagon drop him off in a position where he can provide a crit next turn. So you are fine right where you are, really. I guess I can do this. Wait, did he move close enough for me to attack him with a spearman? No, okay, he didn't. I was gonna say, that would have been the height of foolishness. Brilliant! More allies, and they're alchemists! Oh, that is brilliant. Okay, so this is a turn where we can use the spearman move forward and then Caesar inspire to take out a knight really safely. In fact, we only need one guy to do that, right? Caesar can move to here. He only inspires in the spaces orthogonally adjacent to him, right? Yeah, okay. So Caesar can only move to there. You have to stop here. You can move to here, and I guess reinforce? I don't know that that's even worth doing, actually. Well, we do need the spearman crit, right? Move that guy out of the way so that we can have Oh, you know what? He can provide... No, he cannot provide a crit from here. Well, that's inconvenient. Okay, what I could do is just, I guess, drop off a new spearman over here. And... you to there, and you to there. The value of this is just allowing us to reposition a bunch of our units really effectively. Okay. Definitely the most dangerous unit on the table. Dead without having done any damage. This is extremely, extremely good for us. We have 2 archers, 2 knights, alchemist. I mean, we have some serious stuff coming in. This is a bad place to park the wagon. Kinda put myself in a rough position here. This guy's only going to be able to move that far forward. I guess I'm not going to get a good shot with this archer next turn, no matter what, so I may as well load up. And I'm thinking I want to place my alchemists pretty far forward here, pretty aggressively. Not so aggressively that they get hit by stuff. But yeah, like, we just definitely want to take over this building. The economics of this situation are really, really narrow and important. Okay, so by not moving forward in any way, they have allowed me to crit them from the trees. Lightning's just way more effective when... you know what it probably is? It's just the alchemists are like really nervous dudes, and they feel a lot better when they get to cast from some a nice woodland setting. Very calming to them. So this is another free kill. Really sort of dropping the ball over here. The archer does not have a crit, but he does have a follow-up shot, right? Like this guy's going to be able to run over and attack me afterward. So that might be a little awkward. I don't really know what I want to do with this dog. Just wait here at the crossroads, I suppose? If I put this lower health spearman forward, it will definitely just get shot. Okay, that leaves us with exactly enough gold to heal 3 times. Or 2 times. Not that that's something we're going to do right now. But it's at least an option we have. Okay, I think this is a pretty good versatile position. We can respond to things in a lot of directions here. We also are going to get to crit this building. If I move Caesar over to here, he does not, in fact, get the ability to hit that building. So we might have to try to take the building without him. Man, fighting buildings without Caesar is rough, though. No, I'm going to move him over this way. We just can't take buildings without either Caesar or Spearman. And you are sort of in a good spot. So we can wait at the edge of the archer's range here. Okay, so this is not very good for them. They are able to get the team up. Okay, that knight might be far enough forward to be a threat. Yeah, he totally is. Alright, well. Let's clean some guys up over here. So where can the knight hit? This is the first space that he can't hit. Probably we could just knock this dude out real fast. Have you fall back a space. Trying to bring in as many of our spears as possible to deal with the incoming knight. Okay, we are not crittable by the alchemist, but he's still going to hit somebody really hard. That's a pretty safe scouting move. Or not scouting move, but like positioning and flanking type move. And I'm definitely getting a little bit worried now. So they should be getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 500 gold per turn. So they shouldn't be able to hire a knight every single turn anymore. Which is definitely what they have been doing. But it might be too little too late, honestly. Like, we're really starting to lose people left and right here. Yeah, just the flood of a knight attacking us every single turn has been really hard to deal with. Alright, so we do that. You get the archer crit on this guy, which just kills him, which is awesome. I might not be able to finish off an 11% health knight. That's crazy. Okay, so that's handled. Next turn, Caesar can run forward while the alchemist just finishes the cap. And I suppose I can load you in here and then unload you somewhere safe down there. I don't know where that somewhere safe actually is, though. Yeah, this is still pretty rough, actually. Yeah, I guess that'll have to do. Alright, let's run forward and see if we can't take care of this guy. We're not really giving the archer any additional targets. My guess is he's going to run forward and finish off the spearman. Well, let's hope that we get some... Oh, actually, you know what? That spearman has a move left. He could just not be there anymore. Oh, wow. Archers do 80% to battle pups? I just forget? They totally do 80%. Well... that sucks a lot. Okay, so that'll get us another free unit over there. We really need to uncapture this building. Let's see, if I do this, I just lose the alchemist, right? The knight will kill the alchemist. This really has to be a thing where the knight has no available attacks except the spearman, but somehow also that archer dies. And that is not really possible. Actually, you know what we could do? No, never mind. I was gonna say, we could drop the spearman here, which should make it tough for that knight to actually get over to him. And then we could move this spearman forward, get the crit, and, like, be in okay position. But no, we really still would not be in an okay position. Yeah, and they're too mobile. I think I screwed this up. Just got, like, a little bit too loose. What about we all fall back? How does we all fall back work as a strategy? He would have to use the wagon, but he can. That's a thing we can do. Yeah, okay. We don't have any damage on that building that we're trying to preserve or anything. Let's just all get the hell out of there. I want to end up here or here. I'm thinking, like, I want to drop this spearman off in a place where he's going to be able to receive healing. I guess I'll do this? No, like, this spearman has to get healed, too. Alright, we'll just do it like that. It's not totally ideal. But we've done enough economic damage to them now to slow their knight production. If we can just wait out this last wave, we can be okay. Also, we got a knight of our own, which is just awesome. What an extremely good thing to have at this moment. Also, now we have Caesar available, and while Caesar cannot actually do any damage this turn, he can put us in a really good position. He can hurl himself into battle bravely. I'm going to start by casting another heal. We can actually be pretty aggressive with our healing right now. Most of my units are not able to do any damage right now. So how am I going to deal with this? I definitely want the archer to shoot at the enemy alchemist. And I definitely want our alchemist to attack the enemy archer. Doing that is just feeding one of those two units to this knight. We really need our knights in front. I could just have my archer attack their archer from this relatively safe position. But I mean, I guess that like pretty much guarantees that we lose that archer to this guy moving into this mountain and attacking. Yeah, we're not really in a position here where we can afford to lose a lot of units. It might even be one more turn of falling back, just so that we can get our own knight in position to fight back. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Okay, so I do want this guy to move backwards. One, two, three. Okay. The wagon can also fall back. Strong wagons also fall back. Okay, that's totally fine. Them uncapping it from us... Okay, that's less fine. I was about to say them uncapping it from us doesn't really matter as long as they don't recap it immediately, which they absolutely did. It really sucks how bad almost all units are at fighting knights. Like, I get they wanted knights to be good, but I think they went way overboard, probably. There's nothing I can do to stop the alchemist from attacking a spearman put in this position. But we can make it so they can't both do it, which is probably good enough. And we can continue to be very aggressive with our healing. I don't want to put my knight in a position where it can be attacked by both of the enemy knights. Okay. Yeah, sadly, like, something like this is going to be the best we can do. Maybe I should have cast another heal there. In fact, I definitely should have. Okay, yep. So they go for the 2 shots there. He gets to hit the spearman. Yep, and then we're gonna have a lot of time to reestablish things here. So this is working out really well for us. So I think the 2 spears can kill both of these guys, right? Yeah, pretty easily. Then we have you step up and soften this guy up considerably. Just have my own knight finish the job. You step up and heal. Okay, all of a sudden we're in really good shape. Uncap this building to recap it next turn, and look at that. We managed to break their economy just enough that we get a little bit of lull in their approaching troops. Only a little bit, but it's enough to recover my position. So let's capture this. And again, I don't even particularly care about owning it myself. We have enough money. I just really need to make sure they don't own it. The knight can't quite ride forward far enough to get a crit here. I should have figured that out a little bit better. Although I guess we moved him to where he had to move to attack, right? You are... Oh, that's right. I already loaded somebody into the wagon. I was about to say, actually, the archer would be a really good candidate for a wagon this turn. If I move to here, I am not counter-attackable. Yeah, alright, I'll take that small hit. That is a hit that can be healed by a single charge of the Alchemist heal. So I am fine with that. Okay, they did get to buy 2 knights in a row there, which sucks a huge amount. You are probably going to have to get picked up by the wagon. Won't be able to fight next turn, but at least we'll be able to hand his fellow spearman a crit. We do have to be a little bit careful of the spear. %70 damage to a mage. But if we move a mage up and capture that, we know he will survive, because they only get to attack him with one of these 2 units. Then we fall back here, capture here. That's going to be another unit for us next turn, in addition to everything else that's going right about this plan. Cap you guys off. Yeah, alright, I'm feeling fairly secure about our position. This is probably not going to be a 3-star. How do I want to do this? We actually have to be fairly cautious on this one. It's like, I know part of it is just moving this alchemist out of the way. Really what I'm concerned with is dealing with this this knight, or the spearman. I would like to save Caesar's Inspire until the knights approach. I think this almost has to be right. I can afford to put Caesar forward in that position. Yeah, he's not really in too much danger there. He's going to get hit by both the Alchemist and the Archer, but I think that's totally fine. Yeah, we'll just have him drop back and heal himself, and then we can drop you and you. Okay, nice and easy. Where do I want to drop off this spearman? 65%. So it would have to be a spot where he can't also get hit by the Alchemist. Maybe like right here? Let's hope that whatever we get out of this village is good. Yeah, so they do exactly what we knew they would do. See, like, this seems like it's got to be the Inspire situation, right? New units, inspired by Caesar. Oh, okay, well... Alright, how do we want to do this? that seems pretty good. I definitely want to move the spears forward like this. Can I? I cannot get the archer anywhere near. Okay. So if we move the spear to here... Silly as this seems, I'm gonna drop this guy right there. We're gonna do this. Then Caesar moves forward and inspires right there. And that gives me 3 spearman crit. Kill on that guy. And then the ability to run a knight out in front of the archer, and then this knight has no good charge target. Yeah, if he attacks, he just gets torn apart here. And you to run up there and restore almost all of our health. In fact, we're making so much money, there's absolutely no reason for me not to just do this. Okay, I think that worked out pretty well, actually. So we'll get one more free unit before we have to make the move across the bridge. Boy, I hope it's a trebuchet. Okay, that's the best version of that. They bought a knight that turn, but it's not a big deal. Actually, this is a crit. Well, that is just wonderful. We're probably gonna have to put, or we're probably gonna want to put the archer in the wagon this turn. Safely move you guys forward. Okay. They're closing in on our barracks. Stop them, lads! Oh, were you not trying to stop me before? Seems like you wouldn't have to say that. That's sort of the thing we've been doing this whole time. This level has been an interesting challenge. So let's finish this. I want to put myself just out of their range, right? This is a pretty good spot for you to wait. Come over here and capture. Get ourselves another unit next turn. I think we got them on the ropes. This is the part where they only have 200 gold coming in. So we should have a pretty massive advantage. We'll see whether that actually turns up or not. Oh man, the spears are definitely in kind of a rough position. I think what I'm going to do is move that spear to there and have this one get in the wagon. He's not going to be able to participate in combat, but he is going to be able to... he is going to be able to show up wherever he needs to show up and provide the crit. Man, they sure are burning through an awful lot of money, considering how little... they have 1,700 saved up, man. Okay, well, this isn't going to get any easier for a little while. Reinforcements... okay, an archer. That's fine. Archer's fine. So... we can easily kill this archer, and then that knight is in a position where he can only be attacked by one person. I guess the swordsman will be able to run across the bridge and hit him in the side. Well, the swordsman doesn't do any damage. That's fine. So you need to not be standing right there. Because this is where the wagon needs to be to drop the spearman off here so that we can get the crit there. I don't really know where it makes sense for you to stand. I guess over here is fine. This might not actually be a kill. Because the horse does have 1 point of defense. Okay, good enough. And I do believe that is a really rough position for them to deal with. We can safely run you up to here. You, I don't honestly know what I want to do with you. Honestly, probably the best thing to do actually is have him stand here, because he's so low value that having him absorb the hit instead of, like, the swordsman running across and getting a shot in on the alchemist is worthwhile. Yep, and they brought forth the units they were able to bring forth. This guy needs to back off just a little. I mean, honestly, that's good enough. I feel like I have not made good use of our spears in quite a while. This has been really good for us, though. Good to feel like I'm using them appropriately. Okay, so we can dramatically overkill that guy. Yeah, Caesar can definitely handle this, and we can finish him off. Okay, on a one-to-one basis, our units are a lot better than theirs, for the most part. I mean, that alchemist, obviously, is a thing of some concern. But I think we're in a pretty good spot here. We are definitely just power healing our knight. That knight needs to be as formidable as possible. I think we're good. I guess I should move the wagon forward. Have the wagon be in a position where it's maybe going to be a little bit more useful. Yeah, I mean, we are depleting their gold stockpile. They have a lot of it, but we're getting through. Let the knight back up so that we can move this guy here so that we can get a nice full health spear crit. The dogs are not really in good condition to answer that. Move you across, I guess, to here? Yeah, and our cash is not being depleted nearly as quickly as theirs. Sadly, you don't actually get to be useful. Alright, so this turn they will, after this turn, they will not have enough units to block both sides of the bridge anymore. Oh, and they're not even actually trying to block both sides of the bridge anymore. Well, let's start by... I guess this is something I want to do. Yeah, they're not really in a good position to deal with the knight. Then we have you come down here and heal those guys. That's a little bit of overkill. Oh, I can't quite do this. Shoot. I wanted to have the one spearman move up and hit here so the other spearman could come through with the big crit. Well... does that mean that the best play is just to stand back here and wait? No, probably not. We can use this swordsman to get a little aggressive. This is probably not me just sacrificing that spear, right? No, probably not. But it's definitely safer to do it with Caesar. And he's not really in any danger doing so. Okay. They still have 800 gold left. That was a... Huh. That was a curious move. Yeah, they still have 800 gold left, so we're not through yet. We're not safe yet, but we're getting there. That poor swordsman probably has to fall back. Trying to figure out which of these two units Caesar goes after. This is another situation where we can maybe make a good use of an Inspire. Let's see. If I attack from right there... Okay, here's what we'll do. Gonna attack like this. Him come down, shoot that guy, and then that's a pretty good Inspire space. So... I stand right here, I can throw a heal. Try to figure out how I can heal enough units. I guess it doesn't really matter. I'm trying to figure out how to best use an alchemist to heal and then get inspired. Yeah, the spears are too far back. We could try to run a spearman up via the wagon. Here's what we'll do instead. Load you in the wagon. Have the wagon move up to here, drop you off there. Okay. That's alright. That's a fine version of that. And then we can just move this guy here and throw the heal like that. We just create ourselves a couple of good critical attacks. Okay, that's going to be lethal. And then we can have the knight deal with this, or at least mostly deal with that. And all of a sudden, they don't have any units left. And sure, we may as well heal this guy. We'll never be able to spend our heals fast enough to run out of money. Okay, now they're in this very sad position. So we certainly don't want to attack with the swordsman. Drop you off right there in crit range. And yeah, this is pretty much just everybody running forward, right? Okay, next turn I think we have it. %, that ought to do it. Actually, apparently I only needed one of those archer attacks. Yeah, those Caesar levels are fun. The levels where we have like limited units and we just have to be really careful with them. I think that that part where I fell back twice in a row to gain superior position against the knights was really important. We risked getting overrun there if we weren't very, very careful. We're saved! What a good boy! Yeah, Caesar agrees. That wasn't even a thank you, that was a, yes, you're correct, I am good. He's not a good boy, he's a mercenary zealot and a crusader for the autocratic bourgeoisie. I mean, they're not wrong. I think he's kind of cute. Still not wrong. He keeps beating us to a pulp! He's a fluffy tyrant. Come on, lads, let's go. Caesar, why are you just letting them go? If you just stop them, then okay, whatever. Hey, Caesar, what have you been up to? Nothing important, you know, just like burying a bone or whatever. Do dogs do that? Is that a real thing, or is that a thing dogs only do in cartoons? Okay, 2 stars. I'll take 2 stars. 57 units defeated. We unlocked outlaws in the codex. Okay, well, I think that's going to have to be it for us for today, but look at this. Next time, apparently, we're conquering a giant castle on the coast. So come back for that, and we'll see you then.